Hi there, welcome to Chesapeake Bites. I'm Chef John Shields, founder of Our Common Table. Join us as we travel around the bay, taking tasty bites of all that Chesapeake has to offer. In this series, we present one recipe every Wednesday, demonstrating how you can eat well, protect our environment, and rebuild our local food economy one dish at a time. This week on Chesapeake Bites, we'll whip up a strawberry rhubarb shortcake. This classic duo of sweet springtime Maryland strawberries and tart local rhubarb go together perfectly to top this unique shortcake. Maybe you can see here, this is what the rhubarb looks like when it is cut up, diced and stuff like that.
Red celery.
It's a little bit early this year for everywhere to get the rhubarb. So what we did last year at the farmer's market at the restaurant, we got a boatload of it and we quickly blanched it, chopped it, and froze it for the whole year. So we always have rhubarb. So I still had some of that there. And so Robert, tell us a little bit about rhubarb and how it might pertain to celery.
If you do find rhubarb, and you'll find some at the farmer's market later this year, it's going to look like celery, but maybe twice as wide, and it'll have a reddish tinge as well. Rhubarb, again, is something you can grow in your yard. In fact, once you get it growing, it takes a lot to kill it.
Really?
Oh yes, they're very strong rooted. They're a perennial, so they're going to die down in the winter, but every spring they'll send the shoot spike up with huge leaves on them and the red stalks.
Oh, okay.
And as you harvest, as you know, you only use the stalks.
Okay.
The leaves are not edible. You should avoid those.
Okay.
But the stalks you can use in many ways. And rhubarb and strawberry are so complementary.
Yeah.
Out at the demonstration garden that the master gardeners run at the state fair, we had one year a raised bed of rhubarb and strawberry. So that was our strawberry rhubarb pie bed.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
All ready
I love
for
it.
making
Love it.
your rhubarb strawberry pie.
So is it true that this, in the olden days, like the turn of the previous century, rhubarb was called the pie plant? Is that a nickname for it?
I've heard of that before,
Okay.
yes, because it's used so often
In pies.
In pies.
With lots of sugar, though. Lots of
Oh
sugar.
yes, rhubarb tends to be a bit bitter. Is that how you describe it?
Yes,
John?
yes, it'd be bitter without some sort of sweetening agent.
And now I have never prepared rhubarb in order to cook.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you take the ribs off of it like you would with celery, John?
You do, exactly like that. You can cut through and just pull it down. Pull it
Yeah.
straight down.
But
This is our celery rhubarb, but yes.
we could have spray
We could have
painted
painted it
red.
a little bit of red. But
Yes, yes.
All right, so let me explain the rest of our thing right here. So what we did is we took the rhubarb that was already cooked and I put it in a little bit of water and a little bit of sugar, and we're cooking it down so you can kind of see how it gets softened. Okay. So what you want to do, because we're going to make shortcakes, right? And what we do, you get it to this stage. We're going to put it in the Frigidaire, and you want to bring it all the way down to cold.
Okay.
All right? At that time, you want to take about half of the strawberries you have on hand and fold those in to the mixture, and that's going to be your base for the shortcake. All right, so here, let's take this here, and we're going to give that over to our handy dandy helpers. And we baked some shortcakes here, and I'm going to tell you all about those because they're pretty cool. I'll take those right here. Are they too hot for me to handle?
no, they're just really yummy. I don't
Oh,
want to
give me
give them
those
up,
things.
honey.
Mary, give me them damn things.
I've been admiring these now for a couple hours.
She has been looking at those. So let me tell you a little bit about the shortcake biscuits. I'm sure many of you, make biscuits at home. Short biscuits, when they're talking about a shortcake, basically what you're doing is you're taking flour and you're rubbing butter into it. So it makes them flaky. So they call that a shortcake. cake. But I got this recipe that was very cool. You're just taking some flour and putting it together in a bowl. You put a little sugar, baking powder, salt, yada yada. Same things you would make for any biscuit, but then there's some coconut milk here.
Yes, there is.
So, which is really a very, very cool thing. So instead of using water and butter and milk in it, all you do is you take 1 can of coconut milk, put it into the flour mixture with the leavening and everything, and then you would just roll it out and into about, I would say about 3/4 of an inch, and then I use something similar to that to cut it out. So you could do bigger ones, smaller ones, and also sometimes if I don't have one of these, you know what I do? I just take the dough, flatten it out, put it into a circle, and cut it into to farls. They call that farls. So they're little triangles. So you could bake those as a farl, and then we end up with something looking just like this. Now somewhere I know that we already made our luscious thing, and we have some strawberries over here as well. And then I'm just going to put a little bit more of these in here. And Mary, if you could hand me the sugar, that would be so cool.
Sugar, I assume?
And I'll let you do that, Robert. Stir all this in, and I'll take that. So what I'm going to do real quickly is take some sugar and just put it on these strawberries that we just sliced. We hulled them and sliced them. So when you have a stem on it, such as this, you don't want to just cut this and start cutting it. You want to take your paring knife and go all the way around and pull it off. So you have this like that. That's hulling, and then we took it and we went like that. Now we do have some lovely plates over there, Mary, that I know you're very excited about.
I am very excited about this part of the show.
I know.
Oh, three plates. I like this.
Yeah. I did lose one of them. Oh, there's my knife. I knew I had a knife. Okay, so I'm going to take a knife like so. Each one of you, because you've all been so good and so nice. While we do this, we're just going to... I usually use a serrated knife when I'm going to cut a biscuit or anything like that. The serrated, this is serrated.
We always call them
also
bread knife.
a bread knife.
A bread knife.
AKA bread knife. So there we go, like so. All right, now, Mary, you're going to know exactly how to do this whole thing here. I'll move this up here. Maybe you can put those right there. And Mary's going to start putting big old things right in the center there. And this will be our top.
Like here?
Yeah,
Is
and
that big enough?
while you're doing it, oh, it's a beautiful.
More strawberries.
I'm going to put more strawberries on there. We can do that for each one.
Wait a minute, let me put some more.
Put that. Look at that. Look at that.
I want to be generous.
We're going to be generous today.
Yeah, you're welcome. We like desserts in my family.
Nothing wrong with that,
We've
is
often
it?
thought about skipping all the food and just having a dessert dinner.
Of course.
Well, actually, when I go,
Invite me, Mary.
when I go to a restaurant, I always look at the dessert menu first. I always
And what
do.
are you looking for?
What I want to have for dessert.
Okay.
And then I plan the rest of my menu, the
Around
first
it?
courses, around the dessert. And I know that's kind of crazy, but that's what I like to do. So here we're going to do, we can put that off to the side a little bit,
like
something like that.
A little bit more whipped cream on this one.
All right, a little more
I think
whipped
that's
cream.
Mary's.
This is Mary's. Okay, we're going to have Mary's special one is right there. And there you go. We have
gosh, it's
absolutely
beautiful. Look at
beautiful
this.
little things here.
It's so pretty.
We have some of those there. Look at that.
Look at that. Look at that.
So
It's
nice.
gorgeous.
It's springtime, right on a plate, is it not? And Mary,
Yes,
just because you have the most whipped cream on it, I'm going to
you would
let
like
you
me to-
do the
Okay, I will do the
taste
test
test today.
Let me get some of this luscious in here.
Good?
Oh, it's phenomenal. Highly recommend.
All right, there you go. A little strawberry and rhubarb shortcake. We have that.
Yum.
We have that right there. Thanks so much for watching. We hope that you got some ideas to recreate in your own kitchen and learned a little something along the way. For more information on our common table and our mission to eat well, protect our environment, and rebuild the local food economy one dish at a time, check out our website and join us on social media.